What's up, everybody? Back again. World at War Comics. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. My good friend, Mr. Brian Cochran, here to talk about Within, which is on Kickstarter right now. We're going to talk all about that. How are you, my friend?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Hanging in there, man. Hanging in there. It's good to talk again. We had you here. I think we were just
Yeah.
talking a year ago, right?
Yeah, around February or March with
I think
Deathblade.
so. Yeah. I'm glad you reached out, man. It's glad to have you back, and can't wait to talk
Yeah.
about this title, man. Thanks for a little sneak preview.
Yeah, no, you read I passed along the script, so at least you read it and can see what the project is. But
Exactly.
yeah, what did you think of it?
I think it's awesome, man. You also sent a few pictures. So as I'm going through the script, because I don't know the actual page numbers of the pictures, I was kind of trying to figure out, I think that's what that is about. I mean, obviously one is pretty obvious with the cardinal, but outside of that, I was like, I think I know what the last page might be. So
Oh yeah. Just
the way it ends. Yeah. You gave me
you
a
need
page
to leave them hanging,
Right on, man. So I mean, how long you been working on this, Brian?
This project originated in 2006 actually.
Really?
So I kind of actively started getting into making my own comic books way back in 2003, 4.
Okay.
There was a website, Digital Webbing.
Mm.
Some people might be familiar with it. Some others might not. It was a message board where a lot of independent guys, I have a comic book idea. How do we do this? A lot of, I don't want to say big names, but there's a lot of indie mainstays that still are around from that site. So I started with another idea, which best described as the greatest American hero meets Buffy.
Love it.
But then, so I lost my mom in 2003. Actually, tomorrow is the 23rd anniversary. Then my dad 3 years later.
Sheesh.
So I really was in a dark place, as you do, and this just kind of became its own thing about the anger and emotion about, why did things happen the way it did?
Right.
Why was there a distance between me and my dad after my mom passed away? And I had my daughter at the time. So it was like, all right, that's really all I have right now. My daughter.
Yeah.
So the comic book came from that because it's very much told in two different sections: a father and his daughter, and then the daughter with their unborn child. And not spoilers, it's in the synopsis, but the unborn child may or may not be demonic. So rather than focus on, Supernatural or Buffy, where it's end of the world, it's more, what would you do if the one thing that gave you more hope than anything in life to persevere, to keep going, might bring about the end of days?
Yeah.
Do you give it to the church, where it might be tortured just because of what it is on its nature? Do you give it to the cults after you, where it might rise into that unholy destiny? Do you, I don't want to bring up this hot topic, but abort it, because that's always an option. But then, the biggest figure in Christianity,
Yep.
The message was more spread out.
Right.
My Wi-Fi popped out. All right, did my Wi-Fi come back?
Yeah, you're good now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, can you hear me okay?
But yep. Okay. Sorry about that. I live on Oregon Trail here. So carrier pigeons might work best. But the largest figure in religious, history, the biggest message came through death. So would it be redundant? And plus, the child is this character, Kelly's hope. So it's not easy like that. Is it, can you raise it to not fulfill its destiny? So it came from that, that theme, that plot. And then a couple of weeks after my dad passed away, I was like, you know what? I want to write a horror story. I want to write the best horror story I could. I blew a little bit too much money on horror stuff, a lot of Gentle, Bava, a lot of Japanese horror, a lot of literature. I ended up filling up 3 5-subject notebooks, front and back on each page, about what works in horror, what doesn't. And it came from that, but it was missing one piece. Because, with horror, we've all seen that before. Oh, the child might be demonic. The unborn child might be demonic. It needed something else. And that is where the biggest inspiration in my life came from. Biggest inspiration in my life brought this on, the Incredible Hulk TV series with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
Way back in 7th grade, I created this character, which was like a horror version of the Incredible Hulk. It actually came because I was sitting there in 7th grade gym class going, what would it be like if David Banner, Bill Bixby, wandered into Camp Crystal Lake? And then 7th grade me was very paranoid and was like, Marvel might sue me for having these thoughts. And I created my own character. And that character kind of grew into this as the Kyle Reese character. Kyle Reese from Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the origin of it. It started as a comic book. I had an artist attached up until 2009. He's actually with DC Comics right now.
Oh, wow.
Clayton McCormick. But then life hit. I'm not going to get into too many details and trauma dump on you unless you want my therapist bill instead.
We're here for you, man. We're here for you.
But I ended up losing everything, being homeless. And it wasn't through drugs or anything or criminal activity. The only drug I've ever taken is I snorted a Viagra once, ended up with a stiff neck for 4 hours, and it was terrible. Bad joke, but I ended up bouncing around a lot trying to fix my life.
Yeah. All
over Massachusetts, all over Vermont, some New Hampshire, North Carolina, Texas, Florida, all over the place. I would go to a town, not know anybody. Literally, young me wanted to be the Incredible Hulk so bad. Manifestation works, I guess.
Yeah.
But go to a town, usually meet people, end up, give to gab.
Yeah.
Just somehow find people, find a couch to stay on. Try to find work. That usually fell apart. One place I was kicked out because they thought I was an undercover cop. Another place I was kicked out because the 2 people there, she came on to me, and it was just not my circus, not my monkeys, but obviously, guilt comes out, and I was gone. Yeah. Did a lot of staying up for 40 hours, going to McDonald's. Hey, my car broke down. I know I can't stay here asleep, but I'm waiting for AAA. I didn't have a car at the time. I'll buy a soda, let me just stay warm, or riding the T in Boston, the subway. But this project, when life got too overwhelming and I didn't see up, because it's very hard to difficult to fix your life.
Yeah.
This was what I put out there. Like, someday I'll get this published.
Wow.
Someday. So I ended up writing it as a novel, going to libraries when I could, saving it on Gmail. I ended up having a publishing contract in 2017 for a book in prose. That they wanted to change it to be more like Twilight. And I was like, I would change any other idea, because as writers, we have 100, 200 ideas. We compartmentalize them. These are the junk ideas. These are the ones I just want to make for money. These are the ones that, are passionate. I'm too attached to. And for the last few years, I was homeless from August 2012 to 2015, then ended up on a farm of all places. Just happened. I ended up everywhere. But the last few years, I've been trying to transition from ghostwrite and freelance work into this.
Yeah.
Into my own IP. And Dustin from Ethereal Comics gave me the opportunity.
That's awesome.
He was like, we've spoken. I do a lot of work for him, and he believed in me, and here we are. He's, I can't say much more about him other than he's been a godsend.
Yeah.
And it became a comic book again. And here we are.
Here we are, man. Yeah. Here we are. Yeah. Some days.
And my trauma dumping is over for now.
That's cool, man. I mean, I don't know. Some of the best stories come out of some of the really most difficult times of our life, right? So
yeah. You write what you know.
Yeah.
As bad as that sounds, you write what you know. And yeah, there's shallow ideas. There's shallow stories where it's just like, all right, this is Chad number 98. This is the Virgin number 222 or whatever. Yeah. But you really got to sink. The lead characters need to all be a personification of you, a mirror image of you. Mm-hmm. Even if it's a little bit, it's going to make the dialogue feel more realistic. It's going to make their behaviors more realistic. Even if you don't get into the huge backstory,
right?
You've got to sit there and make sure you know everything about them to a degree. What kind of choices would they make, and why would they make that choice? Oh, because at 11 this happened, and it kind of molded them.
Yeah,
and it just brings out better writing than just standard shallow stuff. And there's a place for the shallow stuff.
Sure.
There definitely is.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody loves Michael Bay films, and that's not exactly, too involved. But if The Rock's on, screw it. I'm watching it every single time.
Right.
But yeah, you incorporate what you know, and you try to have each character, even a little bit, either come out as a reflection of you or wish fulfillment. But yeah.
Incredible. And well, here we are, Brian, man. It is here. And what I'd like to do is, as you're kind of walking us through the story, it'd be great to look at the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So let me pull this up real quick. And then we could kind of jump in if you're all right with that.
Yeah.
So bear with me. Usually I have two screens, but I am traveling for work. So I'm going to try and do this with just my little tiny laptop screen here, which is not as fun when you have a nice screen in front of you.
Hey, but it could be a tablet.
It could be a tablet. I do have a tablet, but I'm not using that. So that's good. That's good. Yeah. Well, let's jump in, man. I am very grateful that you gave me a preview of what fans could expect. And it sounds like it's going to be absolutely awesome. You gave me some art pages for us to look at, which I thought was great, the covers and whatnot. But let's jump in and kind of walk through this so that we can kind of explain to folks that when they back, what they're going to get with that. So you kind of gave us a little bit of a synopsis of the actual storyline. Is there anything else you should add to that?
Not really, not at this time. I don't want to, spill my proverbial wad and just have people enjoy the ride. They get the overall gist.
Yeah.
Right now, I can't sit there and be like, hey, this is a review copy. You can see it, see if you like it. It's just that tightrope that you got to walk. And I had more hair.
Yeah. As far as genre, was it always going to be horror?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because to me, horror is, a genre that does get a bum rap because you get so many movies like Hostel and Saw out there, which are fun.
Yeah.
But horror is such. Let me backtrack. As a ghostwriter, I have to write all different types of books, whether it's, dramatic, fictional, non-fictional, financial books, memoirs, romance. With horror, you really need to be expressive about how you relay the information.
Yeah.
You really have to give enough detail, but make it so it's, just enough where their imagination runs wild.
Yeah.
And then when you break out down the narrative structure, the grammatical stuff, you have to, if you want to entice, hyperventilating, tension, anxiety, sentence fragments, you maybe, you've really got to bring it down to a science. And I'm not saying, oh, look at me, I have it down to a science, but you've got to elicit the emotion in all of horror, whether it's film or comic books or prose. You've got it. And it's so easy to put up a camera and a jump scare. Ooh, boogie woogie woogie. It's, when done right, it's a ingenious genre, and you can say so much. Look at George Romero.
Yeah.
Look at, a lot of other horror directors that say so much without having it beat you over the head with a hammer.
Yeah.
But it's there. It's subtle.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. You, let's see. Very interesting and refreshing to hear that about horror. Too many horror media projects lean way too much into the jump scares and gore. Yeah, I think so.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. No, well said.
And now everybody loves Terrifier. Not everybody loves Terrifier, but it can be a good time just seeing the gore and all that. But there's so much more to the genre. There's just so much more.
Yeah, agree. And then, you've written in different formats, prose, comics. Has comics always been your preference?
It depends on the story and what's paying, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's prose will get me more. I hate to bring it around to money, but it'll get me better pay.
Sure.
So it's more, all right, I'll do that. Comic books, I've been attached to so many projects that never get anywhere because I'll write the script and then they don't get an artist. They decide to back out. Oh, this isn't for me. But creatively, it depends on the story. Yeah. Because some stuff works great in prose because you get inside the character's head more. Other stuff works better in film because you do need the atmosphere of music, lighting. And comic books is just my love, my passion. It saved my life since a little kid. So it depends on the story. It varies.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. Well, let's take a look at some of the interiors. This is I think at the very beginning of the story, if I remember correctly.
Yep. The first page.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about your artist.
So Order Scar, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He is one of the staff artists for Ethereal. Mm-hmm. So basically, and I'm not trying to talk down or talk too highly or anything, just being different with this. Sure. But Dustin is the one that found the artist for this book.
Got it, yeah.
Him and April, who also works at the publisher.
Yeah.
They found Order, and oh my God, it's beautiful. It's, his line work is crisp. Yeah. And I've seen a lot of the other pages, and he just gets it with the angles because you've read the script. I get kind of too, I don't want to say controlling because it's always the artist who can change it up. But I'm like, all right, keep this eye level. Keep this a little bit below eye level. Because with film, you have the John Wayne effect, making the doors in the background smaller so John Wayne looks bigger and the damsel in distress with the doors Godzilla-sized behind them. It's all about perspective. And there's this book, Will Eisner's Artwork. I can't think of the name of it. Talked all about perspective from, low angles, high angles, where to have the eye level. And it just, horror, at least for me, you need that extra oomph, especially in comic books, because it's so easy for someone just to skim a book, turn to the next page. Oh, that happens. And that goes with action, adventure, any type of comic book. Yeah. But Order gets it. And he's been in the industry for quite a few years. He's done quite a few publications. And he's phenomenal. He's awesome. Agree.
All right, this is the page that really popped when I opened it right here. This is, I believe, the end, right? Toward the end. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. What's it like? You get the story, and you start to get these pages in. Is there a lot of back and forth?
No. He just a little bit. Do you know Chuck Pennell?
Sounds familiar. I think I do.
He's been editing for quite a while. Scout Comics, Ethereal. Yeah. He was with Deathblade.
I've never met him before, but I've seen the name in books, I think.
A great freaking guy. I cannot attest to him too much. But him and I will sit there and I'll be like, oh my God, this page looks great. He'll be like, all right, can you just tweak that, adjust that a little bit? Or I'll be like, all right, the first incarnation of this page, he was given like this soft smirk. And I was like, no, can you make it a little bit more indifferent? Like someone looking out there, curtain, window shades going, oh shit,
Yeah.
Sorry, sugar honey iced tea.
Yeah.
But other than that, not many notes at all.
Really?
Just gets it.
That's
He's
awesome.
a workhorse too.
Yeah. Well, this is crazy looking, man.
As I was saying, horror comics don't need gore, but yeah, there we go.
There we go. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not every page just like that though, but
yeah,
boy, you really get the shock value that I think you want for that particular section of your story. I think it's really needed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks awesome, man. You got some goals here.
Yep. Those are the same goals that Ethereal does with every Kickstarter. They have a new comic come up every 2 weeks. They've been doing that for 4 or 5 years, and just very consistent and regular. And yeah, Dustin, April, and JT also with the publishing company. They know what they are doing with everything, how to set it up, and they're professionals.
That's what they do.
Why they're awesome.
All right, here we go. Here we got some amazing covers for the first 72 hours. This cover was available. That looks awesome too, man.
Yeah, that's actually Order's art right there. He did one of the covers.
That's crazy. That looks incredible.
I literally told him. So there's an Italian horror film from the 80s titled Demons 2. Argento produced it. Growing up, whenever I was at Blockbusters, that video case would scare the tar out of me. So I said, I want a combination of this and, that throwback to the 90s horror where you had all the characters' faces, all of that. And that's what he came up with. And it was better than I freaking anticipated. I was freaking pumped.
I love the grayscale, and then you just use red or like one color. A lot of comics are doing that, whether Star Wars, some of the titles, the black, white, and red titles that come out, and the red is always used just in the right spot. This cover is perfect for that. I love it. It looks awesome. Yeah. Looks incredible. Got some sexy covers too, it looks like.
Yep. Ethereal is known for those covers. Yeah. So, you know what? Hey, this is an Ethereal book.
Yep.
So, no qualms there at all.
Yeah. Love it, man. All right. Cover A. That looks cool too. So this is okay. Yeah, this is the colored version of that one. Yeah.
Yep.
That looks awesome. And then we got cover B here,
which I just love. It has such a aura to it.
It does. I love the color on her. That's so different from everything else. So she just kind of, obviously she's in the center, but it really draws her even more out of that center, which I love.
Yeah. And with the bodies, it has such a Ben Templesmith type of vibe to it.
That's a good one. Yeah. Agree. I love that one. All right. Cover C.
Yeah. It happens.
It happens. It happens. I love it. Just cover D.
And this is one of my favorite covers right here.
Yeah.
Just the colors, the tone, it just, yeah.
Yeah, that looks awesome, man. I love that one. Very cool. This one's cool too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dustin treats his products like freaking $1 million. I've been attached to so many projects for comic books where they think they can just, save a buck by doing whatever. But Dustin goes all out on all of his comics, even the paper stock. It's on the glossy paper.
Yeah.
So it's, he's a true professional.
Yeah, for sure. That is so cool, man. Then you got the not safe for work.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, so is it every cover in that version then, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. Variety, spice of life. If there's any high schoolers that want to buy the comic book, high school boys, there we go.
Exactly. This is the one you get in the mail and you hope you get to the mailbox first then.
Yep. Yep.
I love it, man.
Better than, printing stuff up on the printer and hiding them underneath your bed sheet.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So this was
not like I ever did that as like a 14-year-old.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, exactly. No comprendete English.
Exactly. So this is a glow in the dark?
Yep.
That is so cool, man. I haven't seen that very often. That's pretty unique.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, a lot to choose from, man. Then you can get them all, obviously. That's cool, man. Looks good, man. Look at all those covers, bro. That's insane, man. A lot to choose from, man. You got all kinds of great options here. That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Like I said, Ethereal does amazing work with all of their products.
Yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. What's going on, Andrew? Thanks for stopping by, man.
Nice meeting you, Andrew.
Yeah. Launches live, repost your stream. Thank you, Pete. I appreciate it, Peter. Yeah, I put the link up here at the top. I'll put it again, but get over there and back it. It's also in the show notes. That way you could go over and check it out. But yeah, this thing looks phenomenal, man. Yeah, these covers are amazing.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, the covers look dope. They look really good, man. They look really good.
And really, I'm just completely impressed because we funded the full 1,000 in 37 minutes, 38 minutes.
Yeah.
And then within 48 hours, it was up to 3,000. Yeah. And, when you look at the other Ethereal stuff, it is kind of behind the curve because they do a little bit more. But, as this being this project meaning so much to me, it's like, oh my God, okay, I've been attached to so many Kickstarters where people are begging for $10 within a week later just to make 50.
Yeah, yeah.
So it just completely blew me away, blew my mind, and yeah.
Well, congrats! It couldn't happen to a nicer person, man. I'm happy for you, Brian. This is awesome, and I'm glad that this story that means so much to you is finally in print, so it can be shared with the world, man. To go through everything that you've gone through to get to this point, and to have your title out there like this, I think it's awesome, man. No more behind the scenes stuff, man. You're in the forefront now on this one.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. I got you. I think this is particle board, maybe, but yeah, close enough.
It's as we get older.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just your life. The wants and needs are a little bit. They change, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, all right, both my kids. There's one of them. Hi, Billy, champion Spidey.
Nice.
That's my son.
That's awesome.
He's going to be out of high school soon. My daughter's going to be out of college. They're going to have their own lives. And my whole life has been evolved around them. Getting phone calls. My son and I will play video games together. We'll read comic books together over the phone. Marvel Unlimited, DC Infinite. It's like, all right, he's going to have his own life. What's there for me?
Right.
There's not much else. I can go back to stressful neuroticism with bills because freelancing is feast or famine. And I'm just glad that even if for some reason this doesn't last past issue 1, I can say, hey, I made it.
Yeah.
It's done. So many people just don't achieve that. And I'm not trying to be a douchebag about it.
Yeah.
But it's, I'm glad it's finally tangible. No matter what happens next, it's in God's or Godzilla's or Krampus's hands. But yeah, I'm showing it to the world, something that kept me alive.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love the story behind it, and I really enjoyed it. I really appreciate you entrusting me with that and let me have a sneak peek. The other thing too, just from creator to creator, to be able to see another person's process is really awesome. The little notes, the side notes on the side about the cardinal, just little
Yeah.
some people are very like, show Bob looking this way, and then the next page, show Bob looking that way. A fight
Yeah.
scene, you're so detailed, and I love it, man. It just, you could kind of get into your mind a little bit of what you're trying to do and what you want to accomplish. There is kind of like a director-esque style
Oh,
to
yeah.
your notes too, right? With the shadowing and the darkness and the facial expressions. And I loved it, man. It really kind of painted the picture. And as I was reading it, you could almost see what the pages are probably going to look like once this is finally here, which
Yeah.
was great, man. I loved it, man. I appreciate that.
And one thing I didn't even notice until I sent it to you, the script, was that the first page is all, chipper. Yeah, it's in the what do you call it, graveyard.
Yeah.
But you have blue skies, and then this is the final page. It's like again, reflection of it. And I didn't even plan on that.
Yeah.
I didn't. It was just, it happened. I was like, wow, I'm an artiste. Then I went back to drinking heavily. But that's besides the point.
Exactly. Now, as far as the storyline, do you already have other storylines for this title?
I have all the scripts written.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because
what is the dream, Brian? How many issues do you think it would take to get this story in full?
8.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Because it is, like I said, the story of two perspectives: the father towards his daughter, and then the daughter with the unborn.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a huge time jump. I want to make that abundantly clear. It's not like, 8 years later. No, it's, what would a father do for their child?
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to delve into it. We all want to support and give our kids the lives, not so much a luxurious life, but make sure everything's taken care of.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm going to dive into it.
Yeah.
The father, Kelly's father, is a single father. The mother passed away during childbirth. This is before the story.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes a deal to be able to provide for his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
He can't find a job. He can't find work. He's struggling. He's about to commit suicide because, hey, his newborn daughter will be better off without him.
Mm.
So he makes a deal, ends up becoming absurdly wealthy. But during that life, ends up taking him to business stuff. He misses out on the small moments with his daughter. And then it dawns on him, wait, what if I damned my daughter as well? What if I damned her soul? We're only here for such a small, brief time period.
Right.
What if I cursed her? So he spends his time trying to break the deal, break everything. And that comes back and bites him in the ass because you can't cheat your way out of a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
And then I've already discussed, Kelly is pregnant with what might be a demonic entity, demonic force. And right now she just lost her dad. She, she has a jaded look at her dad because he was always gone trying to either break the deal or business stuff. She never knew that he was away for her. And it's about the things left unsaid. Like when my mom passed, my parents were married. And then my dad got remarried a year later. And then all of a sudden, I would call him once a week. He wouldn't answer. Or he'd be like, hey, I had a barbecue this past week and it was fun. I'd be like, why didn't I get invited? He completely shunned me from it. So it's a lot of my emotion. And I'm not saying I hate my dad. He did what he could have. But it's a lot of those questions of why did he do that? Yeah. I was 19 when my mom passed away and I could have used you. Yeah. So there's a lot of personal reflection into that.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I love that you were able to take everything that you've gone through and then put it into a story form like this that others can enjoy. That's awesome, man.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you a lot.
No, of course, of course. Yeah, incredible, Brian. Well, I'm sharing the heck out of this for you, man, over the next 14 days.
Thank
Just
you.
be a reminder, say, hey, Tommy, share that again, man. We're getting close, man. I have no problem doing that.
It just won't be Instagram because I don't use
that. Email's good. Email's good,
okay,
man.
good.
I think that's smart, by the way. Trust me. But yeah, we'll share this and see if we can't get this thing as big as possible and unlock all that cool stuff that the team has put on the Kickstarter for others to enjoy as they start to reach those different goals. But super happy for you, Brian, man. I'm glad that you reached out, and yeah, it's done, man. At least you know it's coming out. This issue's coming out, man. So you hit the goal, but yeah, a title like this should definitely do a lot more.
Yeah, it's going to be tangible in my hand.
Yeah.
It's real.
It's
not
real,
just a
man.
far off hope.
Yeah.
I appreciate this a lot. Thank you.
Of course, man. I hope this isn't our last time. I'd love to have you back, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe when it comes out, have you back and we could read it together and just go over it together.
Absolutely.
People get in their hands.
It's due to be available in print in June.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, let's make sure that you back in June then so we can read it, man. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Well, Brian, I appreciate you, man. Great to talk to you and catch up again, man. It's been a year. So let's not let this next one be a year, bro.
I'll try not to. I'll try to find another project.
Yeah. Stay busy so we can keep having these conversations, man.
And next time you'll be in Miami again, so you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I prefer doing these at home, man. It's a lot more comfortable at home, but it's all good, man.
Yeah, because it's 2 screens.
Yeah, exactly. I need my big screen so I could see the Kickstarter and all the art and stuff like that at the same time. But yeah, it's all good, man. These are definitely first world problems.
Exactly. Hashtag first world problems.
Exactly, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on, Brian, man. I wish you nothing but the best this weekend.
Thank you.
And everyone in the chat, thanks for hanging out. The Kickstarter link is below. It's also in the comments. Get over there and back this right now. Brian, until next time, my friend, I wish you the very best, man. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right. Talk soon. Thanks, everybody. Have a great one.
Later.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.